Hey y'all, it's Amanda. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another video here. Today we're going to talk about the most anticipated releases I have for summer of 2024. Alright y'all, so I'm so excited to be talking about the most anticipated releases for this year. There's some great Christian fiction books coming out this summer, and this is going to be for anything releasing in May, June, July, and August. And this is not an exhaustive list. Let me just say, I'm sure I'm missing something here. I'm sure there's something out there that I just would love to read and didn't even know about it, or I just didn't have time to add it to my list. So please do not take this as a full exhaustive list of books I'm excited about. Just a little disclaimer there, but there's also some indie published books I'm sure I don't even know about, that kind of thing. Some cute rom-coms. So just take me with a grain of salt. This is what I got right now, okay? So as of the filming of this video kind of thing. But I will link everything down below for you to check out. If there is a link for a Christian fiction book at Baker Bookhouse, I will leave it linked below. That I don't get anything from that, but I always want to let you know that Baker Bookhouse is the best place to order Christian fiction. Top tier, because you're going to get, usually it's like $10 or $11 pre-orders for paperbacks. I can't remember what hardcovers are, but you sometimes get book swag, which is fun, like book plates or bookmarks and things like that. All of my Christian fiction pre-orders come from there if they are available, and so I try to let y'all know about that over Amazon, because I know we all don't really want to be like, okay, Amazon all the time, right? But sometimes it's hard. You gotta use it. I get it. So all the logistics out the way, things are going to be linked below, basically. If I can't find a Baker Bookhouse link, if it's a secular book, if it's a indie published book, the links are going to be below from Amazon. That's the best way I know how to say it. Okay, and those are affiliate links, just to be very clear. And if you buy anything, when you click those links on any of the Amazon links that I have, just reminding y'all, I do get a very small commission, but it's like pennies, okay? It's like nothing. So I just want to mention that for you guys, just to be very clear, because we have transparency here on the channel. I have like an affiliate shop site, and I actually recently launched a affiliate storefront that has like a lot of different book recommendations. So that will also be linked below. First and foremost, I want to talk to you guys about a fun rom-com series that I'm really pumped about, that I want to at least read a couple from this summer, and that is the, what do we want to call it, Falling for Summer series. And there's so many authors in this list. Let me put a picture here of them together collectively. This sounds so much fun. I'm sure there's plenty of other rom-coms coming out this summer I don't know about, but when I think of summer and rom-coms, this is everywhere on Instagram right now. And so book one is Summer Ever After by Courtney Kiesel. Book 2 is Beachy Keen by Casey Stockton. Book 3 is Plotting Summer by Jess Heilman. Book 4 is Summer Teas by Martha Keyes. Oh, ain't that rhymes, honey? We love to say it. It's Beauty and the Beach by Gracie Ruth Mitchell. She's the one who wrote Juniper Bean Resorts to Murder, so I'm really going to be interested in that. One Happy Summer by Becky Monzon. And 7 is Rebel Summer by Cindy Steele. So these look like so much fun. They are releasing all the way from June the 12th, with the last one releasing on July 31st. I'll leave that link down below, the series link, so you can check those out if you want to look at them. I'm sure it looks like they're all going to be on Kindle Unlimited. Will I be getting my Kindle Unlimited back that month? Probably, just to try one out. I definitely want to read the Courtney Kiesel one, Casey Stockton, Martha Keyes, and Gracie Ruth Mitchell. The other authors I haven't really heard much about. I've heard of Cindy Steele, but I don't really know much about the other authors' books. But I've heard, those are the ones that like pique my interest, but we'll see. So yeah, really excited about those. And now, well, what am I doing? Putting this phone down. I got the Hubs phone right here, by the way. We filming on my phone. The Hubs has let me borrow his. We appreciate the Hubs around here. So now, let's talk about my little graphic here that I have for the Christian fiction. And I actually have a secular on this list as well. Yeah, I do. This is going to be For a Lifetime by Gabrielle Meyer. This releases on May the 7th. Y'all already know that book one, When the Day Comes, and In This Moment. These were so much fun. This is the Timeless series. They are time travel stories, Christian historical romance stories that are just phenomenal for me. They're some of my favorite stories, and I cannot wait to read book 3. And I already have a copy on NetGalley. I just haven't got to it yet, so it's happening. Okay, probably in May I will get to it. I'm trying to read other things right now, but I am so excited about this series. Why am I saying excited again? Y'all, I can't stop saying excited. Anyway, I am excited. So, yes, that's probably the number one that I'm like most thrilled about on this list, okay? Actually, y'all, I said that, but you know what? Wait till I read the synopsis for Rachel Fordham's newest release. That may top this. I really don't know. We will see. But I said that, and now I'm questioning myself. Next, we're going to talk about A Run at Love by Toni Shiloh, okay? Now, that is book 2 after the Love script in the Love in a Spotlight series. One was definitely one of my favorite books last year. I do have this pre-ordered. This has got like some Kentucky Derby type vibes here. So
this has got some Kentucky. Y'all.
This is Christian contemporary romance. We know Toni Shiloh always has good faith content in her books. If that sounds like something that you're interested in, check this out. I don't know if these could be read separately. They are independent stories, it sounds like. So I don't really know, but I've already read book 1, so I am looking forward to book 2. Releasing also on May the 7th. All 3 of these have been May the 7th. Okay, that's a very popular day, right? Tuesdays, honey. So, Leaning on Air by Cheryl Gray Bostrom. I recently read this as an early copy. I loved it. I gave it 4.5 stars. It was very impactful to me. This book follows Celia and Burnaby, and they have this roller coaster of an emotional marriage, basically. We see they knew each other as teens, and then we cut to 12 years later, and they're married, and they have experienced several miscarriages, and they find themselves kind of just going through some of the toughest years of their marriage, and we see how the Lord really works in their marriage. It's very light faith elements here, but I love the way it was portrayed. Celia is just devastated dealing with everything and the aftermath of what they've went through, and Burnaby is just trying to pursue her and make the marriage work. And you know, we just follow this couple on this journey and to overcome tragedy together, and we really see how God's involved in the entire time. She is someone who is skeptical of faith. She's not really a believer. And Burnaby, he is a believer, and he is also autistic. And you know me, I have an autistic child, and this hit home to me for many different reasons. We'll talk about it more in the end of month wrap up. I don't want to spend too much time on that here, but I definitely recommend this. It's a very hard hitting story, so I do have my review here. I will link it down below. But the buzzwords I've kind of got on this are, you know, this is a Christian fiction story, married couple, grief journey in a marriage, reconciliation in marriage, autism representation, veterinary surgery type stuff is in this. If you really like animals, that's going to be a lot of research on animals is in this as well. The content warnings in this are detailed miscarriage, grief surrounding miscarriage, parental and other family member deaths, mental abuse from a parent, and there is like a fade to black marital sex scene. In a way, it was done fine for me personally, but I just want to mention it for anybody who needs to know. So there's that. But it was just a really great story. Highly recommend it. I'm definitely gonna be looking for her other books as they come out. So yeah, check this one out if you're interested. Next we have got Loyally Luke that comes out on May the 14th. Now this is, I didn't grab the other 2 books in this series, but the first book is Authentically Izzy. Second book is Positively Penelope, and I absolutely love this series. It's a Skamar series, and you know, y'all know Authentically Izzy was one of my favorite books of the year in 2022. I really loved Penelope last year in 2023, and so this year is Loyally Luke. And this series is just so much fun. It's lighthearted. I definitely plan to read it this month. Just haven't gotten to it just yet, and I'm on the launch team for it. So, you know, Pepper's books are just so much fun, and I always highly recommend them. So, and Luke's story is one that everybody's looking forward to. So, definitely check this out. Okay. And if you haven't read this series, you definitely need to start with book 1. In my opinion, it's the best way to read it. Some people have skipped around, but I personally think you need to read book 1 from the beginning. So, yeah. Then on May the 17th, we've got Love for a Lifetime by Mandi Blake. Now, book 1, I do have that here, is Love in the Storm. I have not read this yet, but I plan to read it this month, actually. I know it's like springtime, and we've got like a winter scene here, but I want to catch up. So it has like a snowed in trope, so you already know I'm here for that. Sounds like it's got some drama because it says Dawson has held a torch for his best friend's sister for as long as he can remember. His heart will always belong to Olivia. Olivia lives to serve others and works on the family farm. She helps others and tends to animals, all this stuff. She helps her keep her mind off the one thing she wants but can't have, a family. Her brother's best friend might joke that they're meant to be, but he doesn't know how little she has to offer a husband. Dawson loves kids and makes everyone laugh. On top of that, Olivia's best friend, is head over heels for Dawson. Hurting her best friends out the question. Girl, we got some tea. Okay. Dawson keeps showing up to save her at all the wrong times. From a disastrous wedding date to an unfortunate camping incident, Dawson is always there when Olivia needs him. When Dawson finds out that her secret and her friend feels betrayed, Olivia's at risk of losing them both. Honey, we got some tea. I need to know. So next we've got book 3 in the Sisters of the Rockies series that releases on June the 18th. And this is actually my only release for June. And that is Rocky Mountain Journey by Misty Beller. And I didn't sign up to honestly read and review this one. But I do plan to listen to the audiobook at some point, maybe this fall, whenever I can. This one, we continue to follow our sisters. And the main sister in this story is Faith Collins, embarking on this journey through the wilderness of the Rocky Mountains in search of the Pecan Blackfoot woman who helped save her father's life. And so she joins a group of trappers who may be able to help lead her to the place that the woman's hiding. Keeping her identity a secret proves more difficult than she imagined. Grant Allen, there's the love interest, he's searching for his younger brother who was separated from him when their parents died many years ago. After receiving word that his brother went west to the Rockies, he unites with a group of trappers, hoping that they can help lead him to his brother's location. And there you go. Grant finds out there's a woman hiding in there with him, and I'm sure the rest is history. Then we have got, for July, we've got Reckless by Lauren Roberts, honey. Let's go. That's book 2 after Powerless. Immediately, yes, I need to know. If you haven't seen my vlog on this, reviews, all the things, it's going to be linked. But I ain't even got nothing to say. The way that Powerless ended, I need to know. We need to know all the things. If you've read this book, you know what I'm saying. I need book 2. And that's all I'm going to say. So, well, that shouldn't be all I say. This is a secular YA fantasy. The review will be linked below for all the content details, but I gave this one 4 stars. It was such a good time. It's an honorable mention for the favorite of the year. It's an honorable mention. Okay, so good. All right, now, next is going to be The Nightmare Virus by Nadine Brandes. So, Wish Dress was one of my favorite books of 2022. I did try to read what's that other one? I did try to read Fox, and it's more of a historical fantasy that I didn't really get on with. It was like 3 stars, 3.5. But I loved Wistress, and it was so good. So I am interested in this next one that she comes out with, okay? Now, this is not like that other virus we talking about, okay? But she said this ain't like that virus. Okay, you already know. The virus, right? But she said, this synopsis, oh my gosh, says, some viruses go after the body, but the nightmare virus goes after the mind. When dream technology goes wrong, a virus spreads across the globe, trapping people in a universal dreamscape. They call it the nightmare virus. Kane Cross is determined to find a cure. He can decipher his brother's chicken scratch formula notes, but when he gets infected, he has only 22 days until he's trapped in the mental prison forever. Honey, we got something that's like high stakes, okay? Now, every time he falls asleep, he must fight in a nightmare arena until he earns his freedom to live in the new world new world quotes, that exists only in the mind. Then he finds a way to manipulate the nightmare, to change it by mere thought. Forced to navigate a world of night beasts, mistblades, and half-truths, Kane turns his focus to survival. When the Emperor offers him a life suppod and an access to a cure in exchange for a dangerous favor, Kane thinks he's found a way out. But Kane's new power threatens to take him on paths that jeopardize his very soul. Honey. Okay, so there is a lot of stuff in this one. That's the first time I read the synopsis. I had just seen the cover and immediately put it to the list. Will I pick it up at release? Probably not, but I am intrigued. I'm going to wait to see what everybody else be saying, but I'm going to need to know.
So, all right, next is, what's next? I don't know about that.
So, next, releasing on July 16th as well. Did I say that? Did I say Nadine? Okay, Nadine's is releasing on July 16th, if I didn't say, my bad. On July 16th is Cold Vengeance. And book 1 is Cold Pursuit, book 2 is Cold Threat. So I need to know. This is the Ryland and St. Clair series. And so let's see what's happening, okay? Let's see what our people are getting up to in this one. Because these are kind of like separate stories each time with a little bit of stuff coming over from the next one. This says, a crime podcaster vanishes without a trace. So River and Toni got to figure this mess out. That's all we need to know. I need to know. They wade through evidence. Okay, unknown serial killer. Uh-oh. with their lives and their hearts on the line. Let's just say Toni and River finally gonna have their romance a little bit. Like, look, Nancy puts a little thread, okay, and I think book 2 had a little bit more of a thread of their romance, so we're here. Okay, so yeah, I'm ready for that one. Next, releasing on, now look, I add this to the list. It's out my comfort, but you know what? We read outside our comfort zone around here, right? So we got the Winter's Maiden, or is it just Winter's Maiden? I can't tell from this cover. Winter's Maiden. I tried to put the "the" in front. It probably ain't got "the." But this is Morgan L. Bussey. Y'all, this looks so good. The trailer for this was hype, okay? Look, this is Enclave Publishing, and so is Nadine's, and then there's one more on this list from Enclave Publishing. They publish Christian sci-fi and fantasy, and so I'm here for this. This is a Viking story. Say less. Say less, okay? This releases August the 6th, and I'm here for it. I really am. It says warrior, survivor, daughter of the North. From the moment she is born, is it Bridget? Brighid. I hope it's Bridget. Anyway, she fighting to survive in the wastelands of Nordica, okay, as a clanless one. But when a new power arrives, offering a trial to join the Nordic warriors, she enters, hoping to rise above her station. Soon she becomes one of the fear-cast fighters and joins the war against the South. Caden carries the blood of an ancient Eldaran race in his veins, but turns away from his heritage after the death of his parents. Years later, he is called back to his homeland and invited to be a healer for the Southern forces. With the help of an old mentor, the power inside him starts to awaken. However, his life is turned upside down when a mighty warrior of the Nordic forces is captured. As Caden interacts with the enemy, he discovers there is a darkness behind the Nordic wars, one that is manipulating the people of the North, but who will believe him? And is there a power strong enough to break the hold of the hidden adversary, or will the world burn in the flames of war? Okay. This, again, high stakes, epic world. Epic. This sounds epic. Look, don't let me down. I've never read this author, but I really want to read this. So, like, will I read it release? Most likely not. But do I want to? I would love to. Give me an audio book. Next, we've got Rachel Fordham, Beyond Ivy Walls. And y'all already know your girl loves some Rachel Fordham, okay? I do have this on NetGalley to read. And this comes out on August the 18th, or 13th, not 18th. I keep saying stuff right. Okay, but we got August the 8th, or 13th. Oh my gosh! Okay, 13th. So, what's this say? It was at this point in time when she realized just what this book was really about. Nuh-uh. Have I not read the synopsis till now? Nuh-uh. Beauty and the Beast meets a lot between oceans in historic small-town America where we're... Okay, hold on. Why did I not read the synopsis till now? You mean we got Beauty and the Beast? Honey! Okay, I'm so bad. I just saw her name and requested. I didn't even read it. Okay, Beauty and the Beast meets a lot between oceans in historic small-town America where a wealthy, reclusive bachelor and an unlikely ally join forces to solve a family secret and inadvertently find belonging along the way. This is going to be so good. Early 1900s, when an I'm so excited I can't read. When an accident leaves Sadie West's family in dire financial need, she nervously leaves the land she loves to work in the duster factory. But sending all her money home means that she has nowhere to board, and she's forced to take a residence at an abandoned building. A choice that throws her in the path of a town's mysterious bachelor. Okay, let's go. Recently returned from exile and determined to keep his arrival a secret, Otis Taylor makes the impulsive decision to hire the woman he finds hiding on his family property with the strict instructions she tell no one he has returned. The dark halls of his boyhood flood him with memories he's long tried to forget. The only bright light is the woman he has hired. Can the optimistic Sadie teach the wounded Otis to trust again, to love? Can the pair unravel the family secrets that have long cast a shadow over the mansion and those who reside within? Let me just say, the hype is real right now. I'm sorry. Please don't let me down again. Can't let me down so far, okay? Next, okay, I can't hardly come off of that one. That's pretty good, let's just say. Okay, next, I love reading these synopsis for the first time on the video, right? I need to just do that more. I think going forward, I'm gonna try my hardest. No, I'm just kidding. I ain't trying anyway. I'm doing this anyway this way, okay? My foot's falling asleep, so I'm having to move. So, next we've got Target Acquired by Lynette Eason, and book 1 is Double Take. Okay, this really wasn't on my radar until I read Double Take and really enjoyed it, right? So this is a Christian romantic suspense, okay? The book 1 I really enjoyed. Book 2 comes out August the 20th. So yeah, just another great Christian romantic suspense that I'm interested in. This says, tough as nails, Kenzie King has finally earned her place as a tactical medic on a SWAT team, but not everyone on the all-male team accepts her. Rumor is she didn't get the position because of what she could do, but because of who she knew, which means she has to work harder to prove herself. Cole Garrison is a man of deep faith who is ready to settle down and build a family of his own if he can find the right person. Kenzie sure has set off his interest meter, but trouble seems to follow in her wake. Since she joined the team, someone has begun to ambush and pick off team members one by one. It's all hands on deck to discover the culprit. Oh, so we got Kenzie and Cole trying to figure everything out together, okay? So that'll be fun. Excited about that. And the last one on this list is another Enclave book. It's Ignite by Kara Swanson. Y'all know I really like Dust by this author who did a Peter Pan retelling, okay? And this releases August the 20th. Cover for this is gorgeous, by the way. But this says, can Mara survive in a world where the fire in her veins is worth killing for? In a frozen wasteland suffocating beneath a dying sun, Mara is a young phoenix raised by her father to explode at his command. He's the only one who can help her control her fire, and Mara desperately follows his orders to protect their phoenix family from human hunters. Her sheltered existence is shattered when her family vanishes, thrusting her into a perilous quest to find them. Along the way, she discovers a devastating truth. Her people may not be the innocent victims she's taught to believe. When she comes face to face with the kind-hearted Eli, she begins to wonder if the humans aren't the monsters she always feared. What if the greatest danger doesn't lie in the icy world outside, but in the truth of who she really is? So it says, it's like a tale of a phoenix girl born with the power of a dying sun. What? I need to know. Definitely outside my comfort zone, y'all already know. That whole synopsis does not sound like something I'd read, but it's interesting enough for me to want to try it out. Okay, so I want to mention it to y'all. It is anticipated, so I won't probably pick that up at release. I'll probably wait to see what people say, but I want to add it to the list. So that's everything for the list. Okay, I talked forever. I have talked forever. These videos just take so much out of me for some reason. I feel like I'm just reading a lot, you know? So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let's chat below. What are some of your most anticipated releases that are coming out this summer? Let me know. I'm sure I forgot something. Y'all, I know I did. But these are just ones on my list for right now. So yeah, I'm super excited about these. Let's chat below in the comments. As always, are you excited about any of these that I talked about? All that good stuff. Links. Well, everything will be in the description for y'all to check out all the resources. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye, y'all.